Hello everybody and welcome to another toy review. This one is a little bit different. As you can see, I have a bundle of Lego compatible bricks. This is from Toys. I got this a while back. My son started to build the set, but it became a little bit too difficult for him. The instructions aren't as easy as I would have liked, and basically we're building this. This is a kids fun Qiaoletong, I believe the make is, I don't know. 375 pieces for 6+. Now my son is 8, he's very capable, but unfortunately it's just badly laid out. He didn't really follow it as easily as he should have done. But basically what we're building is a fully transformable Optimus Prime style truck, the sort of thing we expected when Qiao first hit the scene, but we never really got. I've already had several warnings from Toys with regards to the quality, the fact that it's made very much like Lego and it looks and feels like it, but some of the smaller blocks don't quite fit together as well as they should, and if you want them to stay there, then they may have to be glued with like some crazy glue or something. Without further ado, I'm going to transform this bundle into a toy. Here we have him fully built. He is uber fragile. I cannot stress that enough. When I was warned and was given the suggestion about crazy glue, I highly recommend that. If you're happy to have him permanently formed, whether it be in his bot mode or transformed up into his vehicle mode, I would seriously consider gluing the pieces into place because they don't grip anywhere near as tightly as they should. The main culprits are kind of the wheels. They have a tendency just to pop off, as well as these sections here. In fact, it's pretty much every part of him. But yeah, there you go. This is Optimus Prime. Here we have the face sculpt. It's not entirely terrible. Let's just move him a little bit closer, and the head can look down and up. We can go left and right. We can't really tilt to the side. It's not really designed for that, but it's clearly a take on Optimus Prime. Not sure I like this large kind of obtrusive thing sticking out the front of his head, but the arms can come backwards on ratchets. Now we do have up and down on these arms, but they are hindered somewhat by these mirrors. You have to kind of move the side mirror sections outwards, and as you can see, it really does rotate at an alarming number of knots. The arms are ball mounted, so we have rotation and an up and down, actually probably just slightly over 90 degrees there. We have ball mounted wrists as well, so they can rotate. We have articulated fingers, which is nice. The waist can go forwards and backwards. We can tilt side to side, and we can rotate, although the rotation is hindered somewhat by this back piece. It does kind of get in the way a little bit because the clearance is quite minimal. The legs, if they don't fall off, can come forwards, but they can't hold up their own weight. Come out to the side. Again, clearance issues there. It's about as far as we can go without these wheels hitting. We do get upper thigh rotation. We get a bend at the knee and a rotation at the knee. Coming down to the feet, we get pivot on the toes. We get left and right motion. We get up and down, and the same can be said for the heel spurs. Now we don't unfortunately get a rifle, but we do get an Energon style axe that he can actually hold. It's not the most natural of looking weapons, but it fits in his hand nonetheless. You just have to angle the fingers around it and they kind of grasp it. But it's not a completely terrible effort. I'm just somewhat miffed at how loose things like the tyres are. I mean, they are meant to grip, but they don't. They just keep sliding off. These legs just want to keep sliding apart. Everything just needs to be tightened, and if they spent just a little bit longer with the manufacturing of these, just modifying the tolerances, etc., then it would actually be a pretty darn good figure. It's unfortunately just let down by the fact the bricks don't stay together. I know if this was actually built from, say, Lego or Creo, then this wouldn't have anywhere near the stability issues that it actually has. Here he is with a quick scale comparison, just to give you an idea of how tall he is. You know, that's not a bad scale. And they actually got the colours pretty spot on. And this is definitely based on the cartoon colours, and we actually have white thighs, something that neither Hasbro nor Takara ever actually gave us. Right, now to get Optimus Prime transformed up into his vehicle mode, let's start off with the feet. You want to rock them forwards and bring the heel spurs up. If you look on the inside of the leg, we have two circular pegs and they tab in to the inside of the alternative leg, and push this together, and as you do so, I've got a feeling that everything is going to fall apart on me. These are the most annoying piece. Got an interesting fact about these when I get to the fully transformed mode. Come to the head, you want to rock it backwards and then back, up and under, like so. Now the torso is fragile, would you believe it? And what we need to do, we need to bring this piece down, and then we need to rotate this all the way around so it rolls backwards, and then pull this section back up. So we currently have something like this, and then we can tackle those arms using this ratchet hinge. Ratchet these sections back and then rotate that ball joint section around so it comes into the torso. It's like the entire figure is fighting you every time you try and move anything. And then you just want to tilt the hands down and square those off, and then we can just open up the wing mirrors. Here we have him fully transformed up into his vehicle mode. Seriously, I've never been so frustrated with a brick build in my life. The complexity of this isn't that bad, but keeping it together whilst transforming it, it literally makes Bad Cube's War Dog look like a 3-step change. This is a blinking nightmare. I actually kept count on how many times the wheel arches fell off during this entire video, and we're up to 78 times that these arches fell off. It's not amazing, but there goes the wheel. There goes the wheel. This is all going to fall apart again, isn't it? There we go. There's the vehicle mode. Let's push it along. There's a quick scale comparison. This almost looks like a truck. I think they were clutching at straws a bit, but like I said, if this was actually built out of Lego or half decent brick in the first place, then it may actually stay together. Probably be gluing this after the video, unfortunately, but the idea is good. It's just the application of that idea which has let it down. So there we have it, ladies and gentlemen, a transformable version of a brick build Optimus Prime. Somewhat of a nightmare. I don't have much patience on the best of days, and this is somewhat frustrating, but if you are a brick enthusiast or equally a Optimus Prime enthusiast, then yes, this is probably a good buy for yourselves. It's a very cheap purchase from Sir Toys. I will include a link in the description here below. I'm sure he can get hold of some more of these, but it is highly recommended that at the time of purchasing you purchase yourself some glue, because this unfortunately is not made to last at all. It's a floppy mess, but he's my floppy mess. Until next time, from myself and Floptimus Prime, thanks for watching. Goodbye.